yet another Maryland man sob story that they were pushing. This was an Asian illegal that was here.
Clip 16, I believe, is what you're looking for?
Yes, here's the report on this man. Okay. Listen to the spin on this story.
A South Korean immigrant facing deportation in Orange County is pleading for a pardon after turning his life around. Justin Chung immigrated to the U.S. as a baby and admits that he did make some bad choices as a teen.
Pause it right there.
Okay.
He admits.
Bad choices.
He did make some bad choices as a teen.
I think we all did.
Yeah, of course we did.
Was he going like 80 and a 55?
No, it wasn't that bad choice. I mean, it wasn't. That'd be really bad.
I see.
80 and a 55. That's
what are you,
ridiculous.
Sanders all of a sudden?
All he did was make a bad choice of killing someone.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry?
Yeah, and attempting to kill someone else.
Oh.
So it was murder and attempted murder. Just a bad choice.
So it's a bad choice.
And yes,
wait a minute, I'm sorry, bad choice is.
That is a bad choice.
But news
to
guy
choose to murder someone.
News guy just told me he turned his life around.
Yeah, he did. He did. Okay.
So good.
So he's fine now. Everything's fine.
He
Let him
admitted.
stay.
He admitted when as a teen he made some bad choices.
He admitted that. Okay, yes, I chose to murder people, but I don't choose that anymore.
Right.
I love that.
Leave me alone.
That's the bad choices.
That's the bad choice.
That's awesome.
He admits that he made some bad choices as a teenager.
What were the choices? What were the bad choices?
Murder. Just murder. Well, he fell in with the wrong crowd, Jeffy.
I know. Your parents always tell you.
Yeah, they do.
All the time.
They did. You should
Don't
listen
you
to
remember
him.
your murder case when you were a teenager?
I don't remember it.
Oh, you
but,
don't
I
remember.
may have blocked it out of my mind.
Okay.
I mean,
because there were so many murders happening on the mean street.
Right. I said all along that
Yeah.
we've all made bad choices as teens, but we didn't make those choices.
Make that one.
No, I didn't.
A bad choice. This is how ridiculous our society is right now. News people can sit there with straight faces
But he
and
may
tell you
not
that
know.
this guy made a bad choice. Of course he
not
knows. He knows
He may
exactly
not
what
know
it is.
that.
Well, let's see the rest of the rest of the clip and see if he does know.
Okay.
Or anybody there knows.
As a teen.
And after serving 14 years behind bars, he says
14 years?
ICE now wants to send him back to a country he does not know.
Oh, those bastards.
KTLA5's Kimberly Chang has the story from Buena Park.
Okay.
He doesn't know the country.
Pause it.
works for
I
this
love that the story is about an Asian, so they had to go to an Asian.
Absolutely. Put Kimberly on it.
If this had been a Central American, Mexican, South American story,
Jose Santos.
they would have had somebody
Rodriguez.
Hispanic there.
Yes.
All right, let him go.
Country he does not know. KTLA5's Kimberly Chang has the
that.
story from Buena Park.
He works for this church in Buena Park. Today,
boy.
members held a news
works for a
conference to
church
vouch
now.
for his character and his service to the community.
Sure.
Their message for the governor, he's already served his time.
Yeah,
Now,
leave him
Justin
alone.
Chung, who came to the U.S. as a baby, faces deportation.
How many
and
times
his
are they gonna say
supporters
that?
consider
Came as
this
a baby.
double punishment. A small church in Buena Park is rallying around one of
We
their
haven't
members,
said they-
Justin
they
Chung,
haven't said
and
they know what
urging the
he's-
governor to sign a pardon
did
that would
yet.
allow
It's
Chung
coming.
to stay in the U.S. Chung served 14
Here we
years
go.
in prison
Nice
for
t-shirt.
murder and attempted
For
murder,
murder!
crimes he committed when he
And
was a
attempted
teenager.
murder.
When I was 16 years old, I was involved with the wrong
yes.
crowd.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
involved in a gang-related shooting.
Oh,
and
you were
unfortunately,
involved
somebody
in it?
did die. And that's something I
Pause
lived
it.
Oh,
with
so
for
he
the-
may not
Okay,
have
so
actually
he
done
was
it.
involved with the shooting, and unfortunately
the
somebody
gang.
did die. I didn't kill them.
Yeah. Okay.
I was involved with a shooting, and they
I mean,
unfortunately did die.
It does make a difference.
Yeah, they did die. Well, it was because he shot them.
No,
and yes, they did die. Yes, he was convicted of murder. He killed the
because
guy.
it was a gang-related killer. How many other
Right,
people
but he
were
did
in the
it.
gang?
He pulled the trigger. He killed the person.
All right. He didn't
And
say
he
that.
attempted to kill another person
Okay,
in
he
the
didn't-
shooting.
He didn't say that.
I will say, when
Of
it
course
comes
he
to,
didn't say it because he's trying to soft pedal his murder.
Okay.
when it comes to messaging, though,
The
unlike the
gang-related
protesters on the streets,
Mm-hmm.
he is wearing a
I know he's got a
large
nice
American
t-shirt.
flag on his shirt.
Yeah.
Nice
you know?
t-shirt. Yeah, because he wants to
Good
be part
messaging there. Yeah, that's smart. What country that he doesn't know are they going to send him back to? I don't know. But you'll get to know the country once you're there.
Yeah, you didn't know
You know?
this country.
I didn't know this. I didn't know.
bet you the church that you've been working for has some outreach there.
I bet they do. And I didn't know Texas before I moved here.
Right.
Oh,
Now I do.
Yeah. Oh, you do now. Okay.
The same can happen for him.
Absolutely.
Wherever he's going. They try to make this out like it is so tragic because he doesn't know this country.
Yeah. Sorry,
Doesn't
Justin.
know.
Grow where you're planted, bro, and it's not going to be here.
Unbelievable. They do this for everybody.
Yeah.
And it's really fun when they're doing it for somebody who's committed murder and they're begging and pleading for this man to stay. He did serve his time.
He has served his time, and he's done his time, and he's trying to make. He's trying to make it right.
And he came as a
However,
baby.
It's
he
already,
came as a baby, Jeffy.
I know.
Do you know that? He came as a baby to this country.
Did
now,
he
that
crawl
doesn't mean he
across
was
the
born
border?
here, so he's not a citizen, but he did come here as a baby. The only problem
It's not really
is
his
his
fault.
mother didn't give birth to him here.
Not really-
Otherwise,
it's not
he'd be
his
a
fault.
U.S. citizen. It's not his fault. And it wasn't his fault that he made some bad choices. That was his previous self.
When he got
This
locked up with the
particular
gangs, gotta
self,
survive.
he's reformed. He's
He
fine.
works for the church.
Gotta
He works
survive.
for a church. Leave this man alone.
I'm actually. I'd rather let him in than some of the others.
Like which ones?
The Maryland man.
Why?
You know what? No,
That guy
I've
only-
decided against.
Yeah, okay.
I've decided against.
See, you just got to push a little bit, Pat. Just push
I
a little
decided
bit.
against it. It was
He crumbles
the attempted,
immediately.
It was the
Just push a
attempted
little
murder.
bit.
It was the attempted murder that pushed me.
That's
over
what
the
pushed
edge.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
You were
Not
fine with the
murder.
actual
Yeah,
murder.
the actual murder.
Yeah, but it was the
attempted one.
If you can't get the job done,
Maybe we
trust
should.
him.
Maybe
my
Get
dad
out.
always said, if you're not going to do the job right, don't do it at all.